Well, hello, everyone. Hi there. Alan here. Do you like my t shirt? Do you like my hat? Yeah. Go Ducks. The Ducks play the Beavers today. They play Oregon University plays Oregon State today. They call it the Civil War. And it's going to be the last one because Oregon's going to the Big Ten. Anyway, check out this book I'm going to review today. Yes. The Yoga of Max's Discontent by Karan Bajaj. Not really sure how to pronounce his name. Now, at first I thought it was a woman, female writer. But no, luckily I did a little research and him and his wife, this is a story about, this is an adventure story. It reads like nonfiction. I really like this book a lot. And before I really even begin, I got to thank my friend in Virginia. Her name's Kris, and she turned me on to this book. So thank you, Kris. I really enjoyed it. It's what can I say? I don't have any notes. This isn't scripted. I just finished it a few hours ago. So it's a story of a young single man who's successful in Wall Street, on Wall Street, in NYC. He's got a serious girlfriend. He's got a sister he's close to. He grew up like street smart he's a white guy, tall, over 6 foot, not freakishly tall. Anyway, but he grew up street smart with black kids, Spanish kids, selling drugs, getting in trouble. But so he had like double life. But he always had something missing in his life and yearned for more meaning. What's it all about? That spiritual call that some of us have. Well, he had it in spades, as it were. Enough where he left his job and he met somebody. I don't want to tell you the whole story and spoil it. He ends up in India, in the Himalayas. Now, this is so well written. Like I said, it's like nonfiction because the guy actually, he didn't go through everything in here because it's fiction. It's not magical realism or anything. Look, there's like unforgettable scenes in here. The book is so good. I would wake up and go, oh, wow, I get to, get back into this book. It took me like 2 days to read it. He almost dies twice. There's some really horrific, great scenes. There's 2 pretty good sex scenes in here, I must say. Especially at first when I thought it was written by a woman. But if you know anything about India, I've known one person pretty well who he was a teacher of mine who went to India a few times. He was a very spiritual guy, to say the least. But he would tell me stories about the fakers and the guys who have stood up for like 12 years without sitting down or laying down. Their legs look like they have elephantitis. Or people who hold their hands up for 12 years. They're like total bone, thin as bone, all shriveled up because it's just mind over matter. Things like that. These gurus. If you go to like Delhi or Bombay or whatever, there's gurus all around. They have tents you can go into. It's like pick your guru. It's like going to Walmart for gurus. But the higher you go up into the Himalayas and Nepal and you know, Timbuktu, Kathmandu, uh, you know, all that, the better, the greater, the more pure the yogis are. Well, this Max guy turns into a yogi, ends up living in a cave and doing miracles. Um, but like I said, it's not like magical realism or fantasy. It reads like a field guide on how to become a yogi, but in a readable way, very readable, very engaging way, uh, um, very page turning, you know. So, yeah, great book. How does it end? You have to read it. I really recommend it. I give it 4 stars, and I rarely give 4 stars. I rarely give 5 stars. But so, thank you, Kris. Again, in any time you want to recommend a book to me, uh, feel free to do so. Now, what book can I recommend to you? I know you're getting into meditation. Uh, I'm going to recommend Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind by D.T. Suzuki. Very thin book, but very great book. So, Asho, Om Mani Padme Hum, and like, subscribe, make a comment. I'll reply back to you. Thanks, Kris.